Security level crazy!
Parties going at it. Also got like
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, I think I can.
so you can look at it as one issue. It's one of long-term problems that are just that one person Thank you. Although I understand this is like not light news for certain takes, but that's not to address certain things. That is the understanding of what is hypocrisy and what does it actually look like. But I get it. You have an exercise, you want to do a boundary, but it's like you have to. Let me see. Testing. Okay. Thank you. Yay! I had something on my mind. I was talking to myself when I wanted to leave. I was like, there was something on my mind. Because there's been some things I've been noticing about on some YouTube stuff lately that I've found out about, but I'm not gonna discuss it too much on the stream because I want to make sure I keep my focus for today. But it was something so wild. I was like, what in the world is going on? Crazy. You know, there's a lot of things that go on, but I say most of it is just something with history of issues and things that go on. But enough about that. It's a good thing my mic is working. Hopefully you got the good hospitality from Watson. I know I was pretending to, play the Watson role thing in the chat. Yeah. But yeah, what I was mentioning a little bit, yeah, it was something that was going on like some drama that I found out about. I was like, I do my best to steer clear of most dramatic occurrences that be going on in certain places these days. I might hear a little bit of some things, but depending on what it is, I might give it some attention and then move on. And other times I might stick around and just try to investigate it further, being a little detective, say, okay, what's really happening? What's going on? Fix stuff. That way I don't get any information, messed up, because I don't want to have the wrong, details. I don't like doing that. Me being that detective persona over here, of course, I don't like doing that. I would say, ain't that right, Watson? And I'll probably change my voice a little bit. Let me see if I can. I should still be able to. Hopefully that Watson voice works. I might hide myself a little bit. Hold on just a minute. Let me see if I can get this to work. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. You said you heard it. Is this Watson's voice, or is this the detective's voice? I'm sure I've activated it, but let me know if it's Watson or a detective. How it sounds, because if it sounds all like staticky or anything like that, then obviously I'll have to troubleshoot it later. Don't worry, I'll get to your message about the hypocrisy thing, what you heard. Undoubtedly so, my good sir. Oh, this voice is just weird. ordered your oolong tea with milk, sir. Would you like to have it now? Speaking of that, he said you heard hypocrisy. I think I know could be wrong. So was it like you heard me say the word hypocrisy? There was something that I was learning about that did involve something that sounded like there was something hypocritical going on, but you know, again, it's some thing that was like a strange thing. He said, "Would I ever?" Here you go, my good sir. And that is Watson for you. Let me put that. Sir, can I play this game? I want to preview it. Okay. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. It says, yeah, so now I'm back. That was a display of Watson. You know, I might have him come on more often, but I have to fix that Boris voice. Remember that was cutting in and out last time. It was sounding very cutting it out and everything. Also, you already know today, you probably know what today it is, right? I mean, it's pretty much in the title of my stream, by the way, so you probably have an idea. He says, yeah, you were talking to your brother. Was this, wait, talking to my brother? Well, I'm not with my brother right now. He's in a separate room somewhere. I'm streaming in, like, my own room space. He's not with me. Unless you're talking about earlier, I mean, I remember I was messaging about, like, resting when hanging out with my brother downstairs, and I remember hanging out with my brother, but that was it. But hypocrisy, I was thinking that might have been something I said right now. I didn't say anything like that when I was hanging with my brother earlier, though. Oh, at the beginning when when my mic was on at the beginning, yeah, because I thought I mentioned it here. Oh no. I was just kind of I was actually recanting to myself what in the world that I had found out. So I actually wasn't talking to somebody. I was just thinking about it. I was like, what in the world? All this crap that was going on. What's going on? So I was recounting it to myself. Make sure I got the facts straight, because it was confusing the heck out of me when I found out about it. So I was like, let me see. I think it was something like this. It was this, and then I guess there might have been something hypocritical or something. I think it was something like that I said, or I might say there might have been some hypocrisy. I think it sounded like something like that. Yeah, because it was a strange occurrence that was going on, and I was like, what in the world is happening? So I was trying to help myself get the facts straight. Okay, because it's easy to get things mixed up because you get a lot of information from many sources. Like, okay, hold up. I'm a detective here. I don't want to get things wrong. Yeah. So that's what you heard on the mic, was me trying to figure out, okay, so was this what happened? That's what, okay. There was some history there, okay. And then there was, but it seems to me there might have been some hypocrisy there. Yeah. So that's was me trying to put things together. But the funny thing is I spoke it out loud. I'm still waiting for the response from Haseo. Wait, let me check the. I know I was on Discord earlier, and then I probably because I went to go prepare and get some stuff. So let me see if you've already messaged me. Let me go on there real quick. All right, I'm going on there real quick because I remember you. I was on there for a bit, and then I went to go check something. I still don't see anything. Let me see. Hold on. Me, the guy sitting in the chair, waiting for Haseo to say it. But I don't know if he remembers. I mean, this is the month of June. Today is the day. It sounds like somebody hadn't been listening. I literally, one of the things I mentioned, I mentioned earlier, I said, I mentioned it in the, I think I mentioned it in the server, and then I mentioned it again during the stream. I said, you know what day it is, right? You know what today is, right? And I was waiting to see your response, and now you're like, response to what? And I'm like, oh boy. It took you, about 2 hours and a half. I even said, oh, it's in the title of my stream. I even literally said that too. I forgive you, bro. I know you probably, I know you're trying to do your daily, and you know, you're still trying to, you know, get your stuff done and everything, and then, you know, seeing the stream at the same time. So maybe you kind of, yeah. See, that's what I thought. You were, you know, because you were doing your dailies, and you know, and then we had that other thing where I was talking about like something, recanting something regarding some stuff that I've been learning about that's been going on. I can understand that. But eventually we're able to get right back on the topic. But thanks for the happy birthday, bro. I appreciate it. I'm amazed how old I am right now. But when people look at me, I look like I'm in like my 20s, man. Oh man, you alright, bro? Your head's been feeling floaty? How's your how you been as far as like your rest, taking care of yourself, making sure you're staying hydrated and everything, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you like to do your dailies, I know you be honest, but it's like, I'm the kind of guy to be like, for Christ's sake, man, take care of yourself. I'm like that with anybody. If I find somebody telling me something, you know, I'm gonna be like, bro, how are you? You've been keeping yourself hydrated, you've been resting, you've been doing exercise, like what you doing? What you doing? Like, I do that because I care, like, you know. I know what it's like to go through those things, man. Headache, floatiness. I knew what it was like to go through those things. And then like certain pains here and there, lack of sleep, you know, it's like all those experiences, you know, I learned so much, and it's like keeping my head in the game and making sure keeping my focus, knowing what distracts me and what keeps me focused was important to note. So woo! Okay. Honestly, I've been streaming for so long, and you know, I've been having this PNG tubing for a while now. I think it's fun. Eventually, I need to start working on. I haven't really got around to it. But I gotta start working on enhancing my PNG tube. image, maybe make another funny or cool one, and then eventually I am gonna consider doing some kind of other design. Now, VTubing, okay. I don't know about my current equipment right now, so I don't know if my equipment is viable enough to do quote unquote VTubing. I don't even think it would work anyway at this point. I don't know about it. The PNG tubing works fine, so I'm going to stick to it. But if I'm able to do a bit of VTubing, that would be fine by me. But I'm doing it because I just want to. I don't have to. I just want to. But that doesn't mean I don't do IRL stuff. You know, like where I show my face. I mean, I've shown my face in the past. So that's nothing new. So it ain't like my face is completely gone. My face is still around. The handsome face. So it's not like, so I'm not giving people the wrong idea here. Like, if I ever want to do an RL with my face stream, that is perfectly fine. I've done it before. I ain't got no issues with that. Yeah, but the thing earlier that I was recounting was just like a certain kind of drama piece issue that was happening as of late. That I couldn't help but or at the time I not couldn't help. I can. I just decided to, you know, I was curious because I was watching YouTube video and I was finding out what was going on, and I was like, what in the world is happening? You know, not every drama piece I tune into, so I keep my distance. But there's some where you're just like, there's a lesson to be had. It's like, you know, you be careful with what you say and do, and you watch yourself that, you know, there are things that could happen that could lead to more and more holes being dug, more and more spiral behavior, and like things could happen. Anything could happen. I can get real crazy fast. So that's why it's like, for me, I usually take care and be careful with, not, because I'm not going to try to like walk on eggshells. I don't do that. It's more about like reading the room and find out, okay, what's going on here? What's to be had? What's to be said? And what is the more appropriate, viable response and action to take to kind of put ease or facilitate the interaction occurrences as best as possible. You know, I mean, I'm not going to be in control of what someone else says to me. The only thing I'm going to control is what I say. Like Watson. Watson is my organizational anchor. He knows what to say. Do I have a chamomile tea? No, oolong with milk. Oolong tea with milk. That is my favorite. This is cool. I mean, eventually I will, and you know, I still have that. I saw that video that says conceptualizing. I need to change that real soon, because right now I'm just teasing, but I'm not producing much of anything with that. So I need to really start making productions on those things. I think it's just, you know, I know I've been handling most of my personal life, but yeah. The one I thought of, I found out because one of the party brought it up in the video. Ooh. Oh yeah? Now, I know there was different things that happened, but if I had to guess, like the one that I was thinking about, does it any way, shape, or form involve a VTuber? Just to kind of get an idea if we were thinking the same thing, considering that's the one I was kind of recounting. Or maybe not just like a VTuber, just like, yeah. So it's one of those things like I didn't really think I would ever find out about until it was
being mentioned all throughout YouTube and stuff. And I was like, what in the blaze is going on, right? I mean, we've heard of issues that happen with various YouTubers, you know, stuff like that. And some with VTubers, of course. But the thing that kind of... Yeah, because the thing about it's like yeah, it's just one of those things that I didn't think would really grab my attention as much, because you know, you hear a lot, but when it did, I was like, what in the world is going on? But I did my best to move away as much as possible, because it was like so much info. Yeah. And so it was just crazy, all the things I was hearing. But I do try to navigate these things carefully, because you know, it's knowing what are the facts, what are the falsehoods, what are, like, you know. And me with my detective result is like, okay, gotta be careful. You know. Yeah. So that's kind of the case here. It's just, oh my goodness. Yeah, it is really but I might, you know, while I'm, you know, kind of, you know, shifting away, not giving it too much attention, because you know, I've kind of seen so much already. It was like, I think I might want to give myself some air, you know, so as not to have it too much traction. I mean, I might still, obviously, you go on YouTube, you're still going to get, like, notifications, recommendations. You're still going to get things that probably is going to point something. Yeah. I think it just goes to show that one thing I can leave on that one note on that is, I think it just goes to show, like, you know, part of what makes any issue, even similar things like that, go the way they go is mainly it just has to do with how the whole interaction takes place. You know, what's being said, what's being engaged with, and everything, and then how are the parties involved handling and reacting, responding, proactively undertaking or engaging with the conversation and everything. And then once that takes off, how that takes off, the route it goes, is then going to determine the circle that it ends up twirling about, if you know what I mean. And boy, it twirled a lot. I mean, sheesh Louise. But, you know, I'm not going to partake in the whole, whether, you know, with rumor, mill, conspiracy. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be just, you know, keeping my focus on minding my business, what I'm doing here. My streams, you know, all those things. But, you know, we've heard so many things that happen with a lot of these platforms. So it's nothing, to me, it's nothing new under the sun. You know, things like this can happen in certain intervals or certain occasions. I guess it just depends on how the parties handle it. Anyway, the note today I'm playing Code Vein, today being my birthday and all. I know it's funny playing Code Vein for my birthday, huh? Man, playing a Soulsborne like game on here, bro. But things like that can get real crazy, once you know. But so I'm planning to do a little something for my little birthday. I mean, like, today is my birth date, but and then of course I have my little stream here. But I also have like let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can send some invites. Sorry, I'm just trying to find some. Yeah, I'm trying to send because I got like some buddies I know. And we're like, hey, you guys are free, you know. I have some I know Haseo, thank you so much for dropping by my streams, really appreciate it. I've had like a few buddies that do have watched my streams. It just depends on their schedule. So I was like, hey, you guys feel free to check out my stream. If you're available. Excited for Genshin's program announcement this Friday. I know definitely for sure. We're definitely gonna get Sandrone back. That's for certain. You think, oh, she gone? Yeah, no, she'll be back. Let's see where. Sorry, where is it? Where is it? This should get just like that. All right. All right, it posted the link. Okay, cool. I don't know if I put, maybe I didn't put like a description of Code Vein, but yeah, basically my character, I guess, is likened to like that of a, I don't know if they say it's likened to that like a vampire thing or something, but it's post-apocalyptic and you got a lot of these creatures around, and I'm the one that's going to be fighting these things. So I think I think one of the funny things I can talk about as I get things ready is that for some time now, I know I mentioned I have like one cat, adult cat, and then I have like we have like a little kitten that we brought in. It's one of my brothers is the one who brought the kitten in. You know, they're already like a couple weeks older now, but they're a couple weeks older. Looking cute and everything. Yeah, it's like it's a cat with like that has like black fur with like white paws, so to speak. Has white belly and a white paws. So it's that kind of cat. And loves to try to jump at my hands. He said ZZ Zenless on season 3 starts after maintenance. Cool. I don't know, you still play a lot of that, I recall. Free Pyros unit, which is main character's new power up. Yeah, but there we go. I had to move my monitor a bit because it was like moving a little bit, and then I was like, okay, let me put it in a good spot. Put it in a good spot. Then a good spot. Okay, that's what it is. I'm gonna remove my book a bit because I know sometimes when I stream games, it gets in the way of the text, which is why eventually when I upgrade this PNG tuber, I'm probably gonna have the book on like maybe on the side strap or something somewhere else, or maybe not at all on the front. They might be an animation of open close book, or appears or doesn't appear. I don't know. I'll have to decide how I'm gonna deal with that. But in the meantime, I think I'm ready. Didn't the main character in ZZZ become like an enemy for a brief moment? Right? Wasn't there something that revealed like the main character suddenly became an enemy because of something activated? You had to fight him. I think I remember that happening. Oh man, it's so hot in here. I'm glad I have the fan running in here. I have to make sure if the air is on or something. Sheesh, Louise. Me and detective sitting right here on the corner. I'm looking at this thing like, what is happening? What is going on? Well, this being my first time playing Code Vein. Now, I've already seen some mixed reviews of this game. It's more of it's mixed reviews, some positive, some negatives. I've heard of the positives, I heard the negatives here and there. But what is going to be at the end of this is my experience. But my goal here is to not only witness the lore that's about to take place in this game, but also what kind of combat system mechanic this is going to present to me, how might I be able to master this? That's going to be the focus. I have a lot of shadowy touch reveals void hunter weapon. Now for me, stopping them and freeing them from it. Wow. And all touching from Rail's void hunter weapon. That's crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy, bro. Didn't they have like 2 or 3 forms or something? Alright, here we go. My first time playing this. Oh, that's the language for reading. It's going to be English, obviously. Now use Halloween customization items. Stamps, okay. Now, one of the things I heard that this game tends to have is a lot of heavily, what do you call, anime tropes. I mean, being an anime, but how heavy and how the anime tropes would be, that's the question. So, we'll see how this goes. New blood veils can emerge from Norasame. New gestures can be accessed from the menu. New extras can be used and carried or changed from the dressing table to home base. Blood veils, huh? Area added to the depths. You will need maps that can be obtained at any time at the base once you complete the game at least once. Glance and Louis decks. Adjust your character height. Oh, you can adjust their height. Advanced settings during your customization. Photo mode feature can be accessed from the field menu within the game. Gestures that work well in photo mode have also been added and can be set from the gestures menu. lot of stuff. Memory player has been added to the hot springs. Feature allowing you to play the piano has been added. Oh, nice. Photo mode. Dude, look at all this. Partners can now be posed in photo mode. Gestures. Davis. Okay. Don't want to play online or don't want to play offline? I mean, I could probably go back to online, but I want to kind of experience myself real quick, so I'm going to be offline for a bit. Then I'll try the online on my own time to see how it is. And then see if I do want to stream online. But right now, I just want to play a little bit offline. I'm going to make my veil transparent. Allow Purify Mask. Enable other players to wear or remove their Purify Mask in photo mode. I think I'll do that. Oh, cinematic favorite. Turn on the cinematic camera used when you perform a special event for launch. Parry with backhand. Special drain after launch, parry or back attack. Now I've heard this can be I'm gonna leave it on, but there's something I did learn a little bit about this, is that this could help you if you turn this off when it comes to parrying or something or like that. But I'm gonna leave it on first to have the experience, and then I might come back and turn it on just to see what happens. But this is like, if you don't want the cinematic camera used when you perform a special drain after a launch, parry, or back attack. So if you don't want a cinematic effect while you're doing your special drains, that's fine. So it won't be distracting or so. But I think yeah, when you tell me you are not locked on to, yeah. So I think it will depend. Some of these effects these menus might actually have some sort of effect on the gameplay, especially that one. But I'm going to leave it on for now just to have the first line experience, and then I'll decide from there. But it is something that I'm taking note of, because that much is certain. I could be online, but I'm just offline right now because I just want to experience it. Yeah. I'm going to keep it English. I would do it Japanese, but I'm just going to do it English. I'm just going to do it English. That's just me. I know I usually play with Japanese language, but this time I'm going to do English. But I will see how it is when I decide to switch it to Japanese just for a little bit, and then just kind of note the differences. It might not be during this gameplay, it might be another time when I play this. That way we can see how it sounds in English and Japanese.
Good morning. Hey, can you hear me?
Now the customization. Are you serious?
Search your memory for an image.
I just turned this on. Well, let's hold on a sec. Okay. Oh, see? It went off on me right there, bro. Are you serious? I had just turned this on. What in the world is going on with my PS4? I know, ain't that funny? Well, no worries. I'm gonna let it sit. What in the world is going on with my PS4? Because I know I had it off for a long while, so it's like, I don't know why now it's saying it's too hot. That's too fast. I hope my PS4 is okay now, because if it one thing I hope it doesn't do this too often, because if it does, that tells me something's going on with my PS4. Because then I might have to troubleshoot and see like what can be done to fix that. But that's crazy. Did you see that? And it just shut off right on me. I'm like, how is it too hot? I just turned you on. Like, that was weird, wasn't it? That was hilarious, bro. Well, at least we can hang out here for a little bit. I'm gonna probably have to let it sit for about another 20-30 minutes, because I think there is something going on. I might probably research this and try to see, like, okay, could there be maybe something internal that could be loosey-goosey? Maybe there's something in there that might need to be checked. You know what I mean? I did try to see whether or not it was dusty, because sometimes they say, like, if it gets very dusty. I remember I cleared out dust before, but I think it still said it was too hot, but I think it could be more than that. I don't know for sure. I've had it longer times before, so maybe that's the case. And maybe it just hasn't taken it, but then I had it off for a very long while today. And then I turned it on a little earlier, so maybe, but not too early. So I let it sit and lay down quietly off for like almost just out the entire day, so I didn't really have it on. So that was hilarious. That was funny. I think my PS4 was, Code Vein was too hot for the PS4. That was funny. But my my PS4 said, "Screw it, man, it's too hot." I think it's funny because it's summer and it's so hot. So I think maybe that's what it is. It's summertime and it's too hot. Oh, that's cool. You know, thinking of character creation, I was probably going to either, because I had it in mind, I was either going to design myself, obviously, in the game. Try to find a close-knit detective. Get my, my detective self in this game. Or like one of the characters that that I'm that I've been imagining to design. He said, yeah. Not that I need it there. tell me about it. I mean, I know it's like, you know, you have consoles, you have it on Steam. Right? Okay. Yeah, I was checking. Let's see. Trying to think of what we could talk about today while I let the PS4 rest, unfortunately. PS4 double, it's too hot. I'm like, bro, it ain't even that hot for you, man. But it's all good. At least the PS4 is being honest. Yeah, the PS4 admitted that it was too hot. It's summer hot. It's summer heat. It's too dang hot. Oof. I think like interesting. A lot of these games, I think the games that I missed the most playing growing up, I was just thinking about what games that I actually like enjoyed back in the heyday. I remember I was playing Super Nintendo, and I know you got your Mario Brothers game, but I also remember playing Bubsy, another side-scroller game. We playing as like a cat boy, cat guy. I think it was like I think was he a cat? Was he a cat? Feline creature. After Bubsy, not Bugsy, Bubsy. And then I remember playing like Tiny Toon Adventures. You know, I remember there was one we call rail shooter, like or air flight simulator shooter. I mean, there were like some good old games I would play a lot. You go into that one room and I would play like the Super Nintendo just like that. Then it came to like Genesis, Saturn. You got like all the. I remember playing a lot of Sonic games. I mean, it was like all those good old games, bro. Mega Man, classic Mega Man. But then I also played more of Mega Man X. The olden days of some classic games, bro. So I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes. I'm just gonna have to let the PS4 like really rest. But if this PS4 comes up and says it's too hot again, my guess is maybe there is something going on. But I noticed the one thing I am noticing though, it is happening while I'm streaming on the PS4. It didn't happen like that before, but now it's happening. So I don't know if maybe it's having a little difficulty taking the streaming now or what. Maybe something happened. Maybe it's too dusty again, or maybe the PS4 is starting to lose its cool, if you know what I mean. It's something. Yeah, I mean, there is an explanation. There is an explanation for why the PS4 is acting like this. Right. Yeah, I was looking into that actually. So I think what I'll probably do, because I need to get a new air compressor thing with straw. Like I have an air compressor, but I don't have the straw attachment because it got damaged. So if I can get a new one, get that. I have some tools. I got to find it. I should be able to open the top or clear around the edges and clean out the PS4 because, yeah, could be a lot of dust up in there. But if it's and hopefully that's it. If it happens again, then I'm dealing with the thermal paste. That means I would have to do a DIY on how to deal with the thermal paste. I better find a video on how to do that, unless I hire a professional to take care of that. You know what I mean? So either way, both of those would be the route I would take. Probably just the dusting first, making sure there's clear enough space, and then if it does yeah, because that's what I have to do. I remember last time this happened, I ended up doing that, and I opening it up, clearing out the dust, and then it got it to work a bit, and then it didn't do that after a while. What I am going to do is I'm going to do a BRB. I'm going to clean around it a bit. I'm not going to open it up because I need a new compressor straw thing and everything, but which would make it much easier. And there are instructions on how to do it. I've seen videos. Good thing there's video tutorials on how to do that. And then if it happens again, despite doing all that, then that lets me know it's the thermal paste. It needs to be replaced. So I'll have to look up DIY videos on that one. And how to do it carefully so I don't mess things up. Then that means I would have to get new thermal paste. And then it'll show me, oh, this is how to put it on. So that way it makes things easier. That's what I would end up having to do. And if I would do it, I would. But I noticed this PS4 2 has happened. Not only just happened originally, but I mean it only happened a few times long ago. When I was on the PlayStation and I wasn't streaming. But that's because I was streaming. That's what I was playing on the PS4 for a long while. So if I was playing on a short time and I let it cool off for a very long time, I probably might not have this issue. But I think it's best to safe and sorry and just clear out all that dust and deal with that first. And then if it does happen continually, yeah, the thermal paste would be the solution. I'm gonna do a BRB real quick. I gotta maybe get me some drink, water, something like that, and then I'm gonna kind of place my PS4 around somewhere and see if I can clear up some dust on the sides and stuff. I also have a fan thing, an extra fan thing below the PS4 to help run it, but I have to find the cord. I believe I have the cord somewhere, so I'm gonna pull a BRB real quick. Okay. So, I had it on, yeah, so I saw your memo talk thing. That's cool. So I had the PS4. I have a attachment underneath that has a fan, extra fan. So I dusted off, cleared out dust around some air vents on the sides, and then I also turn on the special fan. It's an extra fan piece that you put like under the PlayStation, so it's vertical and then it blows. It's two fans that spin cool air into the PS4. So I'm gonna see if that works, to ensure it doesn't, you know, get too hot. But if it still gets a bit too hot, that's where eventually we'll have to open up the PS4 and, yeah, I'll have to clean it out. Clean out if there's dust in there. Obviously, I'll have to clean it out. But I got to get a new air compressor and then follow some video tutorials. So make sure I'm doing it right, and then voila, that should fix it up. Hopefully it does. I just hope it's not a thermal paste issue, because if it is a thermal paste issue, that's where I'm gonna have to watch a good video tutorial on how that works, so that way I'm very careful with it. That way I'm very, very, very careful with it. That means I'll have to go in there and really clear that and then get a new thermal paste attachment then. But I'll have to buy that stuff. So it will be something I'm gonna have to be very, 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 very careful. La 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 la. You know, just going down to la 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 da doo dee da la da loo 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 la. Okay, so right now there's cool air flowing through my PS4 right now, in and out, especially with those extra fans running. So it's like a stand that allows me to not only charge my controllers, but it can also hold, like, you can hold like PS4 cases on the side, so you know which game you want to play. But also it has two fans underneath, so I just turn it on and the fans just blow cool air right into the PS4. So we'll see if that helps. So far I had it run the PS4. PS4 hasn't got the PS4 too hot symbol yet. I don't hear it running like a jet engine. So we're about to give it another chance. Hopefully I can get this to run and I'll be able to play. I'll play this for like just a couple hours. Give it some runtime. All right, let's begin. And if it does it again, then yeah, I'll have to eventually give my PS4 a break for the week to just clean and test it. PS5 is perfectly fine when I stream on that one, but it's the PS4 that's having this issue. All right, so L2s and then the drain. The drain is something to keep in mind. That's going to be one of the big mechanics, is learning how to do the drain, because it helps fill a certain meter or so. Oh my god, did my Right. My PNG tuber froze again. Come on now.
Good morning. Hey.
Good morning,
Can you hear
Cruz.
me? Think back. Search your memory for an image of yourself.
Yeah, so I was like, either I was gonna name my character, it was either gonna be me or there was gonna be see? So it did it again. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work. Crap. Yep. So apparently this game is, I'm not able to play it. Huh. Well, that sucks. That totally sucks. So I have to go into my PS4 and clear out the dust then. Like, out of all the games, that's the one that had the mess up. That's just crazy, bro. Yeah, I did the PS4 too hot again. That's just crazy. Why? Why did you have the mess? Why PS4? Why are you doing this to me? I want to run a test real quick. Here. You notice when I left, it didn't shut off right away. So I want to see what happens when I run this. I want to see if it does PS4 is too hot as I'm playing this. Just want to test. Just want to test this. So I'm just running this to see if it does the PS4 is too hot. Oh, got all wins. Nice. That's nice. But yeah, that's just more of a trickery. So I'm just now seeing how this... The goddess Martel and they form always has the guardian of the world tree. Really? Aye, according to legend, the tree stands at the center of the world. This is Lightning Martel walking over the tree alongside it. Okay, I didn't know you were into older girls. Huh? Older girls? What? There's no need to be ashamed. It's a phase most boys go through at one time or another. Alright. Alright, so I'm looking at this right now. Notice, for instance, I'm just going to do some battles. Because I just want to see if it's just... It might be biased towards certain games, because maybe there's certain data with it. Because this is... Because, Code Vein is an online game. And there's been a lot of stuff in it. So my guess is, I wonder if the PS4 has to work harder with that. I remember Genshin Impact had a similar thing. You know what? I wonder if that really is what it is. So let me, hold up. So I'm going to just run this, and then I'm going to do battles. Because I just want to, and I'm going to save, I just want to see, if I get the same message or whatnot. So far, it's not shutting off on me.
これが乱月流だ。ってことはこれは乱月流か？違うが。
ここからここは乱月流ですね。
乱月流を何だと思ってんだ。
All right, so here's what I can conclude. While cleaning the dust of my PS4 and stuff is probably going to be the solution, and maybe, if not, the thermal paste. But what I'm also suspecting, although this didn't happen before, those might be the factors. But I think another factor, we leave here for a bit, is that it probably has to work twice as hard for games like this, and even times when it came to Genshin Impact, probably because, well, those are online type games, and maybe it takes a lot out of it because of so much updated stuff that goes in it. That's my suspicion. Because I mean, I'm still going to clean out the dust in my PS4, but it appears to me it hasn't even gone off yet. Now, I did do the PS4 is too hot, even with Scarlet Nexus, I think once or twice. I remember it doing it twice in the stream too. So maybe it's not just because of games that are updating. I mean, Scarlet Nexus has been out for a while, so who knows? But I noticed it didn't do it as much when I was playing Tales of Berseria. It didn't really do it at all. In fact, it was fine. So I don't know why it does that PS4 is too hot thing when I'm playing, as I'm starting Code Vein. And I'm only getting to the starting point of the name thing and everything, and yet it ends up saying PS4 is too hot. So that is a strange occurrence indeed. Yeah, this is so strange. Yeah, so I guess it's how hard these games push the PS4's hardware. So some games demand a whole lot of the PS4 than others. So I guess depending on the game, some might demand much more. Right. So it says there might be a dust wall where the heat sink is, if not the fan. So definitely I'll be doing a tutorial follow on that. But from what I gathered, Code Vein and perhaps Scarlet Nexus might be demanding a lot out of my PS4. Because they're both fully native 8th generation action RPGs built on Unreal Engine 4, which uses much heavier graphic rendering, complex lighting, particle effects, and fast-paced combat logic. Whereas Tales of Berseria, you know, kind of has, it ran on an older, weaker hardware, so it doesn't really demand much of my PS4's processor. So I guess, like, even Genshin Impact had that because there was so much. So I guess some games demand more of the PS4. So that's why it's important to make sure to clear out all that dust. Make sure the heat sink is clear. Make sure the fan is clear. If the thermal paste is an issue, then we'll have to do the thermal paste replacement. But I think for now, I think what I could do is I can still stream Tales of Berseria, but I just, if I'm going to stream Code Vein and Scarlet Nexus, I might need to do the whole dust clear out this week first before I stream those. So I will do that soon this week, so that way we can take care of it. Because I don't want this to be an ongoing problem. Kind of sucks, but I got to do something. Because how am I going to stream this game if it's going to act up? See, yeah, Tales of Berseria was fine. Child of Light is an older indie game. I think that's perfectly fine. But I think some of these games might work, but games like Code Vein, Scarlet Nexus, to have those issues. I Hate You, I played that long ago, so we're full with that. That's an older game. It's not. I think that's going to be perfectly fine. But I've already played it. I know we played this one, didn't have that issue. So I think it just depends on how much a game might graphical design and data might actually affect it. So I think I need to really clean it out. Once I get a new air compressor straw or just air compressor entirely, I'll go in there, get the tools, open it up, and start clearing all that dust. Get all that dust out of there. All right, it is a bit disappointing, but that's the best thing I can do for now. I mean, I don't want to be like, because then it'd be like if I played Tales of Berseria now, I mean, I could do that, but I have to change the stream. You know what I mean? If I do that, I have to change the stream name and everything. It'd be like, well, this was Code Vein, but now this is Tales of Berseria, folks, so I have to change it on you. I could do that. I mean, it's already 9:43. I mean, I know I started at 7, and it's already been like, what? 2.5. OBS is telling me it's been 2.5 hours. I wasn't planning on playing Tales of Berseria today, honestly. I could do that, but I wasn't planning on playing that. I really wanted to play Code Vein, you know. But it is what it is. I now see the issue. So I'm gonna have to well, I think what I'm just gonna do is go ahead and round up, because I really need to. Plus, I gotta get, you know. Plus, I can go take a shower. I mean, there are lots of things I need to do. and everything. I was only planning to play this for just a few hours. I wasn't planning to play this all night, you know. But with this issue, I think now I can see what I need to do. I don't know about trying to switch to a different game though. Yeah. Let's play Persona 5 Royal. Let's go. Like that right there. Let's go. But you know, videos. There will be videos of this. Yep. So there will be videos of Persona 5 Royal. I'll be getting back to that. There's another game on my PC that I have video. I'm gonna be doing continue my video playthroughs of. So I'm gonna make sure to do all of that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure to do every single one. I'm gonna make sure to do all of that. Trust me. So you know, I'm not gonna give my hopes up. Yeah, I mean, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play this, but I'm like, I don't want to. I mean, I can make progress on this, but I was planning to say this for another day. Let me look at my schedule real quick. Hold up. Oh yeah, MH Wild Smile. Okay, cool. Now that PS5 stuff, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I might move the time on that one. I put it at 11 a.m., but I'm gonna be going somewhere in the morning, so I'll have to coordinate my time on that carefully. So maybe I might move it to 12 p.m. ish, my Pacific Standard Time, my time zone. We'll see. But in the meantime, that will be for tomorrow. But yeah, for this stream, I'm probably gonna just because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to play Tales of Berseria. Let me see. Did I have it on a different date? Oh, I don't. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, it is. Oh no, Tales of Berseria is tomorrow. Oh, okay, never mind. I remember MH Wilds is Thursday. What am I talking about? Okay. So tomorrow I'll be playing Tales of Berseria. So that will be that's fine. But it's just the yeah. So my PlayStation can handle Tales of Berseria because of its own graphics. It's old and stuff, so it's not bad. But like yeah, Code Vein and those other games, that's gonna be difficult. So I'll have to clean out that PS4. All right then. I really wanted to play Code Vein tonight, but dang, my PS4 had to mess it up. Darn it. All that, but you know, it's probably because of all that. It's been gathering dust. I cleaned it out before, so I guess I gotta clear it out again. But I gotta see if it has been totally dusted. Hopefully the thermal paste is not the issue. If it is, oh boy. Gotta get a new thermal paste. Gotta follow the procedure then. Alright. Well, here's what I will say. At least we tried. At least you got your oolong milk, I think, Hasse. Thanks to Watson. Just being funny for a moment. But hey, it's all good. All I gotta say is, enjoy yourself, buddy. Yeah, enjoy yourself, buddy. Yeah. I'm gonna, I know you're still doing your daily stuff. I'm gonna just go ahead and just, because I gotta do some cleaning and stuff, and then eventually I gotta do some cleaning. I got stuff I gotta take care of, and then I gotta, look up some videos and opening up my PS4 and cleaning it out once again, what the tools and everything. Make sure I do this correctly so I don't, mess this up. I want to make sure this is all well done and everything. Okay. All right then. I'll see you later, Haseo. Sorry for the inconvenience, folks. Yeah, this is crazy. But it's all good. I'm still gonna enjoy myself. I do plan to have a little get together for my own birthday celebration off stream somewhere with some buddies. Probably gonna go to like round one arcade and all that stuff. Yeah. So I'll be able to have some fun with that. It'll be my own fun. It won't be until like later on in the week. But it's all good. Alright then, see ya, bro. Y'all have a good, wonderful rest of your night. Peace. This is unfortunate, but it's alright. This game will be tomorrow, and then Monster Hunter Wilds will be on Thursday. Can't wait to get back to Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm really enjoying that game. And Intelliverse area will be tomorrow, which is good. Okay then, folks. Take care of yourself and have a good rest of your night. Later.